What's up guys, welcome back to another episode of From the Tips. In today's video we're going to be doing a club review. What we're going to be reviewing today is the Callaway Epic Max Heavenwood, and that's a club that probably a lot of you guys haven't heard of before. It's going to be a combination, kind of an in-between club between a 5-wood and a 7-wood. So essentially what it is a 6-wood. It's going to have 20 degrees of loft, and the shaft length is going to be a little bit longer than the shaft length on a 5-wood. So you're going to be swinging it with a little bit more swing speed than you would have with your 5-wood, but more loft than your 5-wood. So they say that this club is supposed to kind of replace your kind of 4-iron in the bag. So if you struggle hitting hybrids, but you really like hitting woods, I'm assuming this is going to be a club for you. But we're going to put it through the ringer today. I'm going to tell you guys kind of how this club performs, what it's used for, and kind of who it's really meant for. So let's see how we do. Alright guys, so after kind of those first couple hits, the club is as advertised. It's got a really low profile look to it. Makes it seem like it's really easy to get underneath the ball, get it up in the air. So for someone who struggles getting their woods up in the air, or even hitting irons for the most part, I would say that would definitely be something that's meant for you. As I was saying, there's a group that just let me pass through, but for someone who struggles kind of hitting irons or getting the ball elevated, this 7-wood or this Heavenwood is actually a really useful club. So as soon as you start getting into like your 4-iron and you don't really have the swing speed to get the ball elevated, this is where that club kind of comes into play. It's super forgiving. Obviously this one's not really spec'd out for me. I didn't get fitted for it or anything. It's actually a ladies flex. So my misses looks like it's just going to be a little left, kind of just shut in the face way too quick. But overall, the club right now is super forgiving, and it's so easy to get the ball up in the air. But I'm going to throw it on this hole. I'm going to throw a couple balls in the rough. I'm going to throw a couple balls in the fairway, just to see how it handles the different conditions around the course when you'd be using it. So walking up to the green here, so I was approximately about like 200 yards from the pin, had to carry this water, this bunker. Ended up putting one that pitched about pin high, ended up rolling out to, I don't know, I would say about 20 feet. The other one was also pin high out here in the rough. So guys, as far as distance control goes, this is going pretty much a little bit less than I would say my 4-iron usually goes. But it's also not the correct shaft for me. So what I would say is, as long as it's fit properly and you have the right flex shaft in, it should probably go about your 4-iron, maybe even a little bit longer, kind of in between a 3-iron and a 4-iron. Another situation, guys, where I think it could be really useful is kind of when you're in this fringe area and you have to either have a tough chip kind of over all this Bermuda grass where the grain's into you and it's really tough to chip. Your club often gets snagged. So using a 7-wood or a Heavenwood here makes it pretty easy to just kind of putt one up, put one close to the flag, and you don't even have to worry about taking out your wedge. Alright guys, so on this next hole, I'm just going to use the Heavenwood on every shot, really show the versatility of it. Again, I am using a ladies flex, so God knows where this ball is going to go. been able to control it a decent amount, but I mean, you can even feel it wobble on even those like little putty chip ones. So we're gonna be playing the back tees here, Heavenwood only. Let's see how we do. All right, well, that one went about 1.5 miles in the air, directly into the wind on this hole. So probably not the most ideal hole to pick for the Heavenwood only challenge, but we're gonna roll with it. So probably gonna have, actually, probably about 180 left into the wind. Should probably set up perfect for a nice full Heavenwood in here. All right, so severely miscalculated how far I hit that tee shot. So I'm gonna have about 125 yards. Just need to punch one of these 7 woods up there. So I hit that one pretty good. Just caught the front edge of the green. I think if it landed like a foot shorter, it probably would have kicked off the fringe and maybe killed it a little bit. So just couldn't get that thing to stop on these greens in time. So we're gonna be behind the green, hopefully not in the thick rough. We're just gonna have to put it up, see if we can still somehow make par. All right, didn't move the flag stick, so induced a 2-stroke penalty, made quad. But in all honesty, guys, like the club is really good, and it serves a very specific like purpose. So for someone who doesn't have a lot of swing speed, really struggles getting the ball up in the air with long irons, with hybrids, whatever it might be, I mean, moving into a Heavenwood is probably the best play for them. So for me, I think if I was perfectly fit into one of these, it would pretty much replace my 4-iron. I wouldn't need that in the bag anymore. So obviously, I'm still pretty comfortable with my 4-iron, so I'm not going to be putting this directly into my bag. But this was meant more for the higher handicap players, the players who are on the older side, not even necessarily higher handicap, just for players who don't have a lot of swing speed or not a lot of confidence with the long irons. But overall, guys, I think this club is really great. Nice low profile. I like seeing that in my fairway woods. Really forgiving, super soft. I would definitely recommend getting this club if you're in the market. Definitely check out the Epic Max fairway woods, not just the Heavenwood. All the fairway woods across the line, really great. Yeah, so that's gonna wrap up today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any of my new videos. Until next time, guys, peace.